Hi, welcome back to cell signaling discussion series. In today's discussion, I will focus on delta notch cell signaling pathway. We'll try to understand the detailed mechanism of delta notch cell signaling pathway. So this is one typical diagram to understand delta notch cell signaling pathway. One unique thing with the delta notch cell signaling pathway is that in this case, the ligand is not secreted or by the message generating cell. So in most of the cell signaling pathway, generally we see that one cell produces ligand and that is generally secreted outside the cell, and then it goes and bind to the receptor on another cell. But in delta notch cell signaling pathway, one interesting thing which is very different from other cell signaling pathway is that ligand is not secreted by the message generating cell. So delta is here ligand in this delta cell signaling pathway, and as you can see here, delta is not being released. This delta is sitting on the plasma membrane of the cell which is generating the signal or signal generating cell. So that we can keep in mind. So this ligand which is delta here interacts with receptor which is notch. This notch has, if we try to understand the structure of this notch protein, this notch protein has one extracellular domain and then it has one cytosolic domain. The extracellular domain of this notch has two fragments, and these two fragments are attached to each other with non-covalent bond. Means this is loosely connected. And because of this conformation, 3D conformation, one enzyme which is sitting close to it, which is called ADAM10, this ADAM10 cannot act on the notch molecule. ADAM10 is a metalloprotease. So this is a enzyme, this is a protein which has the enzymatic activity and it needs metal for its activity. That's why we call it metalloprotease. This metalloprotease enzyme ADAM10 can act on this notch receptor and cleave it, but when it has this kind of conformation, ADAM cannot act on this. When the ligand delta interacts with the receptor notch, this notch undergoes conformational change, which you can see here. And because of this conformational change happening because of interaction between notch and delta, this notch is now exposed to ADAM10. Now this ADAM10 can act upon this and cleave it. So when this delta interacts with extracellular part of notch, notch receptor undergoes conformational change, and because of conformational change in notch, the extracellular domain of this notch is exposed to enzymatic activity of ADAM10, and ADAM10 can cut the extracellular part of notch. Now this extracellular domain of notch along with delta is taken inside by this message generating cell. So endocytosis happens, and then because of this endocytosis, delta and notch, extracellular domain of notch, both are degraded inside the message generating cell. So now here we are left with intracellular or cytosolic domain of notch and the ADAM10 molecule. Now the cytosolic domain of notch is further acted upon by 4 protein complex which consist of γ-secretase, presenilin 1 and nicastrin, and among these 4 protein complex consisting of γ-secretase, presenilin 1 and nicastrin, this presenilin 1 protease again acts on the cytosolic domain of this notch, and when this presenilin 1 acts on the cytosolic domain of this notch, again the cytosolic domain of notch is broken from the transmembrane domain, and when the cytosolic domain of notch is broken from the transmembrane domain of notch, now this notch cytosolic part is free to go into the nucleus. And when this notch fragment goes into the nucleus, it binds to different transcription factor inside the nucleus, and along with other transcription factors, it is going to affect the target gene. So let us have a quick recap on this. Notch is the receptor and delta is the ligand. When this delta ligand interacts with notch receptor undergoes conformational change, and because of conformational change in notch receptor, notch is acted upon by ADAM10. ADAM10 cuts the extracellular part of notch, and extracellular part of notch along with delta is endocytosed by the message generating cell. Now this transmembrane domain of notch and cytoplasmic domain of notch is acted upon by 4 protein complex which consist of γ-secretase, presenilin 1 and nicastrin. Presenilin 1 cuts the cytoplasmic domain of notch from the transmembrane domain of notch, and then this cytoplasmic domain of notch goes into the nucleus, and in nucleus the notch fragment interacts with different transcription factor and regulates the target gene. So this is all about delta notch cell signaling pathway. Now you can ask a question like why this notch delta pathway is important. Then these are the two important facts about that the activity of one or more ADAMs, we have seen here ADAMs10, so there are different variations in ADAM10 structure. So ADAM might be of different types, and one of the type that we have seen in our discussion is ADAM10. So the activity of one or more ADAMs has been shown to be increased in many types of cancer, leading to high levels of extracellular EGF family growth factors. So because of increased ADAM in cancer, the EGF growth factor is increased, and it might have many dysregulation in the cells, leading to the carcinogenesis. Another interesting fact about the cell signaling pathway is it has been found that when there is a prolonged treatment of heart muscle cells with epinephrine, it leads to activation of ADAM, leading to cardiac hypertrophy. So this notch delta pathway might be involved in several types of pathogenesis. It might lead to cancer development, it might lead to different types of diseases, such as we have seen here as one of the cardiac disease involved here. So there are different aspects of this delta notch cell signaling pathway which is relevant to disease and human physiology, and that is the reason this delta notch cell signaling pathway becomes important. So that is all for today's delta notch cell signaling pathway. I hope you have liked the video. If you have liked the video, I will suggest you to subscribe to the channel so that when we come up with some new videos, you will be quickly notified. I also welcome you for all the comments and feedback, and you can write me back about how you liked your video or something you have suggestion or feedback for that. So we'll meet in another video with some interesting cell signaling pathway. Thank you very much for your time and patience.